Good morning, Gypsy Soul Hippie Heart here. I'm going to do a reading for you. The energy is a little different. It's been a little testy, I think, and kind of maybe testing us a little bit too. So I'm going to do a reading with, what deck do I have here? Sacred Earth Oracle deck. Now, when I do a reading, I don't read from the book. I just do intuitively what I see off the cards. If I say male, female, divine masculine, divine feminine, we have it in us. Can go either way. Do what fits for you. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. Hit the like, share, subscribe button so we can get more readings out there. Would love that. And let's see, I've got my candles, my incense, do with my guides. Shuffle the deck, but I do always like to shuffle a couple times on camera. So I'm going to connect with the oneness guides today and my guides that work with me. I ask the angels not to be with us to oversee this. Ask, what do we need to know? Ask, what do we need to know right now? Okay. Go that one. And okay, so the first card that we got, and I hope you can see these. I bought a little light to light my desk if I have really bad lighting here. No overhead, so I really am I'm not in the dark, but it's like I'm in the dark. So I have these here, and I will show you each one of them. But I do like the fact that they're lit up, and they actually are easier for me to see too. So I have a little stand I'm going to get and just add it, and so we'll get a little bit more illumination. So the first card that we have here, potential. So potential, what they want us to know now is it's in our hand. The potential of the things that we wish to receive is in our hands. There is, let's see right here, she's peeking out of there. So that's that part of us that we keep hidden away. That's that part of us that we don't show to the world. Or it's that part of us that has hurts and wounds. So it's that part of us that we keep hidden, and we have the potential now to shine. We have the potential now to let all those things go, to release them. The inner child in us wants to come out and play, I just heard. And it's a time to kind of take that leap of faith on something that we've been wanting to do, a change we've been needing to make, an opportunity that might present itself or has. And then we have the renewal card. And so that's showing us this spiral energy, this colors that are in there. It's a transitioning time. It's an awakening time. A renewal of something we thought we lost, either a part of ourselves, or could be a relationship, could be a renewal of faith. Okay. I'm noticing the mark on her face there, and it's a star. Kind of a star. I'm seeing it as a star inside another circle there. So I'm kind of getting the feel that she's not feeling. She's in the card. Could be he or she, male or female. But in this, she's looking down. And so she's not seeing that part of herself that we can see when we look at her. And it's a, I want to say it's a mark, like a birthmark idea of something that we think somebody maybe doesn't see in us, or doesn't, or sees in us and thinks it's not beautiful. So this could be time to renew our thoughts and feelings about ourselves, about how we think people see us, how we present ourselves. A change in all the things that don't need to hold us back. We don't need to really worry about what other people think about us. It's what we feel about ourselves. But I do know that it's important to us. It's just we let it run amok. And so we're supposed to have a renewed sense of faith in ourselves, belief in ourselves, belief in the things that we can do, what's coming for us. As you can see there, the light, right? So it's starting to shine. And maybe there's a part of us that is starting to see these wonderful things, and it's giving us a renewed hope and a renewed faith. And that's wonderful. But notice the unseen. Notice those things, flashes out of our corner of our eye. Notice those things that do catch our attention, because they're little signals for us. So renew our senses too. A renewal of senses. Okay, productivity here. Again, a woman, and then there's a child beside her. They're in an archway there of the branches. And again, she's looking down at this flower here. It's caught her eye. So there's going to be, could be a new connection with family. Could be a new connection with job. But whatever it is, there's going to be productivity in it. There's going to be a movement forward. It's going to flourish. It's going to give back. I heard it's going to give back. What you put into it, it will be productive and it will give back. So the time that you put into something, the gift you will receive is a gift of productivity, a gift of it coming back to you. So abundance, more love, more connections with family and friends, maybe a better job offer, maybe a raise. So connection with spirit, the more we put into time into taking care of ourselves, we're telling the universe that we are ready to be seen. We are worthy. And then the universe goes, well, yeah, you are. And here it is. Here's something for you to receive because you've been productive. And you will continue to be. So the universe wants to have our back all the time, and they do. But we have to put some effort into things in order for it to really flourish. The next card here is formation. So formation is something that is, I want to say, is coming into form, something that is tangible now, something that's coming together. And so like the colors again are the purple here, their intuition. On this card, it's the heart, it's the green that's flying out at me. And here it's a very light blue, almost an iridescent to me, which is that soul star, just in that 3 to 6 inches above the head range of the energy coming in. I'm losing light and I don't know why. We're going dark, guys. And then this one here is that yellow and that iridescent light too. So it's really being able to connect with the energies from the higher up so that we can know we're a part of something, a part of a bigger plan, a part of a bigger connection. Oh, I see, that's it. When I go out, we got light. When I go away, we got less. Okay, so there's a message. The more we come, my voice is going weird, and I don't know why. I don't have a cold. It's just deciding to change. So as we pull away, we go into the darkness. And sometimes that's good because sometimes that's solitude, right? And we focus on ourselves. But when we allow ourselves to come out, ta-da, we come into the light. And so then we're seeing more, we're allowing people to see more in us. We are being more adventurous and we're being more intuitive too, because we are awakening ourselves. So that's something to think about. We need to awaken ourselves and listen to the messages that are coming in. Let's see what else we can find out here. Repetition. Okay. So things repeating themselves. Okay, so I'm seeing this in two ways. One is things that we're hearing repetitively are things that the universe wants us to take notice. There's messages. Things that cycles that are repeating themselves are things we need to take notice of and say, have I been here before? Have I done this before? Has this happened in my life before? And how do I want to get off this roller coaster? How do I want to get off this Ferris wheel? And how do I want to be able to take a new adventure? So watch things that are repeating in your life. Do we need to change them? Do we need to look at them differently? Do we need to alter our thinking or our ways of doing something? Because if it's not working for you, change it. You know, so if it's not a good repetitive thing, change it. Create a new cycle. Actually, don't create a new cycle. Create a new flow. Create a new flow. And with the moon here, these are the moon cycles, right? Watch what time of year, watch what time of even the month where we fluctuate our thoughts. What feels denser to us? What feels happier? What feels like we're just kind of going with the flow? And what feels like we want to retreat? And then when we know that that time is coming up, maybe change the way you would do something. If you always do something in the middle of the month and it's something you really don't like to do, maybe switch it up. Maybe break it up. Maybe see if you can break it up into something that you can do twice a month, so it's not so hard to handle in one time, like bills or something, right? If things are really tight and you know this is my tight time of the month, then maybe in the beginning of the month when you feel like you've got a lot of money, maybe take $20 or whatever amount and put it away. And then all of a sudden, like, oh man, I really need this. I'm out of gas. Wait a minute, I put that 20 bucks away. I'm okay. I'm okay for another week. I can get through it to payday. So if you put a little bit of reserve away, maybe it's food, maybe it's something that comes up and you've got a little bit there. When you have a lot, because what we tend to do in the beginning is got paid, go spend, go buy meals, go buy stuff we wouldn't normally buy. So if we do that, then, and put that money away, we don't usually miss that 20 bucks in the beginning. It's at the end. Excuse me. Whew. So if we have that money set aside for later, great. Then you've got it and you're like, oh, I did that. That was smart. Now it doesn't feel so tight here. So that kind of thing. That really was like, yeah. When you think you've got it, put it aside for when you think you don't. Then you do. And it's all okay. So I'm going to swing this over idea into relationships too. If in the beginning of a relationship, something seems really good and you know it's good, and you get that first little glimmer, oh, this is something slipping. Then those things that you did in the beginning, revisit and add them in. And hopefully that will nudge the other person to pick up that pace again so that it doesn't just drop off. Let's see. Anything else? We're only at 16 minutes. I don't know. I don't think there's anything else with these cards. And I didn't. Well, I did shuffle another deck. I usually read oracle cards because they have a picture on them. They tell a story. They speak to me more than tarot cards do. I love tarot cards. Nothing against them. I love them. But because I'm not a memorizer of books or of information, then sometimes I don't get anything from them or I get things really differently, and then that doesn't make sense to the person who thinks we're getting a tarot reading. So if I pull out tarot cards, I read them as oracle cards. I read the energy off of them. If I get something, I get something. If I don't, I don't. So I don't stress myself out over it. I do love tarot cards, and I really respect people who have that kind of memory. I don't. And like I said, these have been shuffled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these completely different because it is such a big deck. I'm going to ask for... I was told to stop there, and I'm told there. Now that might just be the card. I'm going to put that one there. Okay. So what we're going to do is ask, what do the cards have to tell us for this next week? And immediately go to this top card, Goddess of Earth. I should tell you who these are from. This is the Witch's Wisdom Tarot by byphillis. So the Goddess of Earth. So Mother Earth. We are, and it's hard because we can't get outside much. It's that connection to ground, to connect, to feel the nourishment of what is around us, what life has to offer. Like there, she's spilling the milk over, but she's not concerned about it. You know, her hands are full. Oh, and she's got a honey hive on her head, and so it's like I just heard, drink in the sweetness of life. take it in. Be a part of it. Find ways to nurture yourself, to be grateful for what you have, to find the beauty and the nourishment that we have all around us. But because of this energy that we're in, and we have been in for almost a year now, isn't that hard to believe? Lockdown for almost a year. That's really, yeah. So we need to start thinking of the things that bring us nourishment to our souls, to our lives, to ourselves, to give to others. It's also showing me the top there where the honey hive is, and then right at the very top we have how the universe has opened itself up, and the clouds and the blue sky, gray sky has parted. So there is a connection that we're supposed to make with Mother Earth, with the goddess of Earth, to know that we are that and we are part of that. Let ourselves grow. Let ourselves grow. Okay, and I'm also take this top card here. And this is the Witch of Air. And she's dancing. She's dancing, right? She's moving. She's allowing herself to move and not stay stagnant and stuck. So we're supposed to move forward and not stay stagnant and stuck. If there's something we can't do outside, there's something that we can do for ourselves inside of us, and there's something that we can do that we wanted to do before and didn't have the time to do it, and now we have the time to do it. Now is the time to do those maybe hobbies, crafts, work on something, clean something out that we don't need anymore. It's celebrating. She's not, I wouldn't say she's running away from anything. To me, it feels like she's in the flow, and there's actually wings behind her. There's actually wings behind her. So feel supported. Know that you're supported. Get moving on whatever it is you want to get moving on. And this one I'm told to shuffle. Yeah. The second initiation. Okay. So she has taken a journey. Her backpack is here. She's taken a journey. She's washing up. So she's gotten away. She's taken some time for herself. Maybe she had to travel. Maybe she had to go. But there's all these little things around her. Like, okay, so here we have, she's not looking. And I would say a badger has stolen off with a boot. And the crow is about to take her hat. And the foxes are trying to get into her knapsack here. So there's a lot of things going on. A lot of things that maybe we're not noticing. A lot of things that we are letting slip by us. Crow is trying to steal her hat. And crows, they can be mischievous. They are very smart. They actually don't, if you do something to them, they don't actually forget. They remember. If you hurt a family member, they'll remember. They can speak. and they're messengers. The fact that all of these things in the picture, all these animals are trying to steal from her. I don't think. What I'm feeling is that she needs to take better care of herself. She needs to take better care of her thoughts. She needs to take better care of what she has. And pay attention to those around and make sure that those around in your life aren't taking too much from you. Because when we're around people that take things from us and don't give back in a way of support, then it's like all these little critters that are trying to get a piece of her. But he wants a piece of what she's got. And she's just tired. She's just at the stream. She needs to wash up. She needs a drink. She's trying to take care of herself because maybe she's had too many people picking at her. And maybe all of these things are thoughts in her head. Or maybe these are actually people. Maybe it's life that's picked apart too much of her and she's just tired and weary. Again, male or female, just let this work for you. I'm just reading the cards. So however it works for you, whatever it triggers in you for yourself or for a thought for somebody else, that's where it fits in, okay? So, second initiation. Now, she's taken the journey. That was the first initiation. She's taken a journey. The second one is what's she going to learn from it? What are the lessons we can take from the things that go on in our life? And then how can we apply that and how can we make things better? How can we make things better? Okay, so I don't know. I was going to go to this one. This card here, it's peeking out and it's piquing my interest. So, the craftsman of air. Okay, the craftsman of air. This guy's doing some major figuring. Lots of geometrical shapes here. He is doing the work. He's doing the work that when you come out of this where everybody's been picking you apart and you get time to focus on something, things are gonna work out. He's got his figures going there, he's got a butterfly here, which is transformation. Here, he's got the little blackbird right there. She's my pointer. Right there's the little but the blackbird's sitting there and he's not taking anything, right? Now that message is, it's there. He's paying attention. So when we pay attention to life and to the signals that are coming in for us, who knows what we can all unravel? Who knows what we can all come up with? And the things that are going to fall into place for us. Like, he's working there hard, but I wouldn't say he seems stressed. He seems very intently looking at what he's doing. He's focused. And I want to say what this feels like is making magic happen. So those things that we know when we think we don't know, and we put them together, and all of a sudden, boom, we make something. That's all these things in his head, all these thoughts in his head that he's putting together, and here he's created it. Right? Here's manifestation. And I'm going to go to this deck here. One more card for Can you give us, I was going to say a clear direction, but can you give us a positive outlook? There we go. Can you give us a positive outlook? And I'm told it's broken off the stick. Journey. Journey. So if the opportunity arises for something new, job, reviving an old relationship, okay, reviving the relationship that you're in. So when the relationship you're in that feels stuck, there's a journey there, and it's okay to take it. If it's a job offer, if it's moving to a location, this journey card is saying there's one coming. There's something new coming, and it's time to journey. It's time to take it. I'm going to this one here. Okay. Birthing of water. So definitely the emotions are going to be stirred up, but there's a birthing here, and it's protected, and it's time for it to come anew. Oh, and I see the Cancer symbol here. Fish, so there's Pisces in there. It's water, it's motion. The octopus here at the bottom is like they have tentacles, so there might be a lot of things that are asked, or a lot of emotions that might come up, but they're cradled in safety here, and they're flowing. They're meant to come out. So whatever you're going through, allow it. And if it is a relationship and you talk to somebody, do it with care. Do it with the care that you would want it done to you for somebody else. We forget to do that sometimes. If it's job, take the care to know what you need to know to do it, so that you feel comfortable where you are and you are doing a good job. If you need to ask. If it's finances, it's a flourishing. I mean, there's definitely a flourishing here with the fish and abundance. Excuse me. So there should be an abundance of possibilities to create more, or an abundance of more coming in. But always nurture yourself and nurture it. Okay, so I think that's all. Choose your words wisely. Choose the energy in which you talk to somebody wisely, caringly. If you need to bite your tongue, bite your tongue. Or if you need to tell somebody, hey, that's not right, don't talk to me like that, please, that hurts. Finances, if you need to ask for help in a job, or a suggestion on how to create more from somebody that you know that is doing really good, like how did you land that job? How do you get yourself into that mindset you're just there? Like, meditate, ask your angels and your guides to help you. When we get connected, when we ask the questions that need to be asked, it triggers the universe to help give us the answers, or bring in what we asked for. And that's why I say to be careful. But if you don't know, you can say, show me. Show me the steps. Give me the clear signs. Help me feel this out more. Help me have the words to speak it. Help me have the words that I hear, that I know it's true. Help me with the clarity in which direction I need to go now. I need to move now. And see how that works for you. Take care of yourselves. Drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, get outside in the sun, because all of this, we need our vitamin D, trust me, or it does create issues within our mental and emotional states. Eat healthy as you can. Have fun, be playful. Don't take yourself so seriously. I just got a tap on my head because I'm a serious person, and it's weird because I'm a fun person. But I've been serious lately, a lot serious, and I can't take a joke, and I don't know why. I think because jokes that were spoken before were spoken with sarcasm, and they created pain. And so now when somebody jokes with sarcasm, it's a knife, right? It's just that knife that reminds you of how you were treated before, and you don't like it, and so you think that it shouldn't be there. So find ways to ease up, have more fun, open up. Open up and allow the connections to happen so they can grow. Take care of you, really. Take care of you. Because when you take care of you, others see that you value you, and then they want to value you too. They know, well, that's what she expects from herself. And even if you have to say that, I take care of myself. I value who I am. I respect myself. And those that I'm around, I expect to treat me the same way. And if they can't, then maybe it's time to step back a bit, because the way we treat ourselves, we teach others to treat ourselves that same way, or see us. If all they ever say is fat and ugly, fat and ugly, fat and ugly, then pretty soon people say, he's pretty down on themselves. They're pretty down on themselves. And yes, they are. And really what they're saying is, I feel this way about myself. They don't even probably realize it. I know I do. When I say something to my boyfriend like, I just feel today, I'm hoping that he will say to me, honey, no, I love you just the way you are. You're beautiful just the way you are. I know that we go fishing for a compliment from somebody that we love when we feel down. Because when we see that somebody else feels down, we compliment them, right? You don't go, you hear me, I'm fat and I'm ugly. Yeah, you are. What did you do to yourself? Who the hell says that? Nobody. None of you have a heart, right? So when we see that somebody else is feeling bad, kind of the people that we go to give the compliment to erase that negative feeling that they're having about themselves, to help them to feel better. And not in a lying way, but in a way that we say, I see you differently. I see you completely differently. And I think that's actually something we need to do more of. We need to be more nurturing, more treat people how we want to be treated, whether we get it or not. If nothing else, we're creating good karma, but really we're giving somebody else what we deserve. And being nice to somebody because you can, rather than being negative with somebody who is being negative, it gives our energy a shinier feel. It gives when you do something nice or good, or say something nice or good to somebody else, that reflects on us, but it reflects on the inside of us, right? It changes that part of the inside of us. And then that, whether we feel beautiful that day or not, or handsome that day or not, you give a compliment to somebody, that changes the spark inside of you. Whether you know it or not, it does change that flow of energy within us. And that change then affects the cells, and then it affects from the inside out. So you want to be treated with respect, you want to be loved, you want to be seen. Do that for somebody else. And it will affect you and the way people see you. We never know what we say to somebody, good or bad, how it affects them. Enough bad leaves scars. Enough good creates joy. So go out and create joy. Take care of yourself. Love you. It's Brett. We're at 40 minutes and 44 seconds and counting. So take care. Have fun. Have a great day. Love and blessings to you all.